Hi, my name is Omoshalewa, and I am pretty sure you're seeing my face for the very first time. Welcome. Quick disclaimer, this is not my real voice, okay? I have a terrible allergy, and I honestly don't know why I'm choosing to do of all this to shoot this video, but I guess I have time. That's why. Second off, I'm a very shy person, and I know how that sounds. I know how it sounds to my friends, to anyone who knows me. Public speaking is a challenge for me, okay? Public speaking is a very big challenge for me. I struggle with it a lot. That being said, I promise not to ramble. I promise not to bore you with whatever this is. And honestly, this might also be a one-time thing. Who knows? So hi, this is life starting over after 30, okay? Yeah, I know it's been a whole lot with 30 plus people lately. Add me to the pile. Add me to your 30 plus rants, okay? So 2 years ago I decided I was going to look for another job, but I was just kind of done with the corporate world. I was over it, and that's the honest truth. I was over it, and there was also a whole lot of fear of job insecurities everywhere. So I'm like, okay, what can I do? What can I do? What can I do? Now, granted, where I worked, they were very good at not letting people go when a department shut down or anything like that, which happened a whole lot. Oh, we don't need this job process anymore, so we're gonna shut this part down. But they would put you somewhere else, which is a good thing in my own opinion. It's very good that, oh, we're not gonna let you go, but we're gonna put you somewhere else. But at the same time, I also watch people quit after they get placed somewhere else. Imagine you've worked in a place for like what, 13 years, 20 years, and then all of a sudden the department shuts down, and then they're like, oh, we're gonna put you somewhere else. The job process might not be what you enjoy doing, and I honestly see why somebody's going to quit at that point. And now quitting is one thing, finding another job is another, okay? It's really rough out here. It's a whole lot. You cannot, honestly, if you don't have another job, don't quit the one you have. And that's just my own two cents here. With the current economy that we have right now, if you don't have a current job, please don't quit, except you have like a license that's going to guarantee you a spot somewhere else. And yeah, that you can do that. But if you are just like, oh, you depend on your resume and things like that, I honestly do encourage that you have a job before you quit the current one you have. So that being said, I watched a lot of department shut down while I was there. Now, granted, I started at the branch. I started out as a teller at the branch, and then after like 18 months, I decided to move to the back office. And at the back office, life was pretty good. I think I had like 2 different positions back there. I started out somewhere, then I moved somewhere else, and then I saw like the second department I went to, mind you, it was because they decided to downsize that department. They used to be like, I think about 12, 13 people, and they're like, oh no, we're going to scrap that, and we need just 3 people now. So I was one of those 3 people that they kept there. And it just got me thinking, what if they decide they don't need these 3 people anymore? Now, I know they're not gonna fire me, but do I want to go somewhere else? What if they put me in a part where I'm going to start taking phone calls? And that's honestly, that is one of my biggest fears in getting any job, really. Phone calls, which is very funny because my current job is taking phone calls. But yeah, I digress. So it got me thinking, honestly, and I'm like, the idea of being a nurse already crossed my mind before in 2020, but it was also the same time I got my bank job. So I'm like, maybe I should go back to it. Do you get, like, maybe I should try and go back to it at this point. But also back then, I remember I wasn't sure if I could function in that space, because there's going to be blood, there's going to be body discharge, there's going to be, all kinds of things, body fluids and all that. So I'm like, okay, what I'm not sure if I can function in that space. So I decided that in 2024, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start from the scratch. Okay, I got a job as a registration in like the emergency department, and I was just checking people in, and that was like my first point of contact at the hospital. Okay, so you're still like there, but you're not there, kind of. So you're in front, but of course you can still see some action if you want. So you kind of have like an idea of what is going on, but not fully. Do you get? So I got that, and I'm like, oh, it's not so bad. 3 4 5 months into it, I was like, okay, cool. Now, mind you, I decided to do it simultaneously with my bank job. So my bank job, I worked from home. So the registration was like a part-time thing where I would go in at night 7 and then get off at 7 in the morning. So it was kind of like a double thing. Now I ended up quitting the registration job, but at this point I know that I can do this. It's not as bad as I thought it was. So I went back and quit my bank job, but that was after I had gotten another job at the hospital as a unit secretary, which is what I am currently right now. I am a nursing student slash unit secretary. Okay, so I started out as a unit secretary in September of 2024, and that's been quite a journey for me. I think I'm going to do a separate video about life as a unit secretary. So yeah, now it's not going to be a one-time thing. You're going to get another video from me about unit secretaries. So I am currently a unit secretary and a nursing student. Now, being a unit secretary in a very busy emergency department is a blessing to my nursing school journey. So I have a bit of privilege there where I see a whole lot in real time. So it's not just textbook scenarios for me. I can see sometimes I'm answering questions, and it's not because I know it's okay. It's because I've seen that scenario play out in the emergency department, and I've seen how the nurses handled it. So it kind of helped me answer the question correctly. Okay, so which is also part of why they do encourage nursing students to kind of take on jobs that's going to help you pretty much when you're in nursing school. So that being said, about my nursing journey, I also wanted to do it the most traditional way. Considering I already had a degree before, I decided I'm going to start all over. And I think this is where starting from scratch really mattered. Okay, I started with my CNA license. Even though I haven't worked much as a CNA, I do have CNA that I got last year, I think. Yeah, I think August of last year was when I got it. And I pretty much have that. And now I'm in LPN school, and then I'm going to bridge after that. So I want to do it step by step. I don't want to rush. I could do an accelerated nursing program, don't get me wrong, but I just want to be sure that I know what I'm doing. I want to be sure that this is really, really, really what I want to do, pretty much. And I decided to go that route because it's also cheap. I'm avoiding student loans. Yes, that is also a good reason. So if you think you don't have time, you might go the accelerated route. You might decide to like get your transcripts and go into an accelerated nursing program, but those are usually very expensive. They cost a whole lot, and it's also very, very hectic. Now mine too is hectic, don't even get me wrong, because I decided to go to a community college and I didn't get a space anywhere close by. So my third cycle, I think I chose one that was like an hour away. And sometimes your clinicals can be an hour and some away, which is my current situation right now. So yeah, so that makes it a whole lot difficult than going to school 2 3 streets down from your house. So I am struggling with waking up early, coming back late, and you have to do that multiple times in a week. But yeah, I think that's been the hectic part, and also it's a whole lot of information to remember too. So, and those are like the two things that kind of punching me hard on this journey, honestly. Yeah, remembering a whole lot and all that driving I have to do. And yeah, also, like, I can't remember, I don't know if this is the part where I talk about losing my spark as well. I don't even think I have any spark. What am I even saying? But yeah, at this point, I'm just tired. I'm very tired. And as someone who also wants to bridge immediately, like after I graduate LPN school and take the NCLEX, I don't want to pause. There are days I second guess that and be like, do I actually want to do that? Or I want to rest a little bit. But then I'm also considering age, okay? I'll be like, by the time I get to that point, won't I be too old for that? But I guess we are fine. I guess we are in the era of starting over whenever you want. Even if you are 50, even if you are 60, start over. Even if you are 20 and you think you want to start over, by all means, please do. So this is just like a quick introduction, a quick rant. And this is also saying thank you to my support system as well. You guys have been very amazing, very patient, very supportive. I do love and appreciate every one of you. My kids have also been very patient because there are days I won't see them in like 24 to almost 48 hours because I have to go from school to work and then back to school and then end up back home. So yeah, poor kids. I'm so sorry. But yeah, I just want to appreciate everyone for being very patient with me. That also, I'm also not going to be that one person who would come here and give unsolicited advice. I hate, because I personally hate unsolicited advice, to be very honest. So I'm not going to be that one person coming here to give unsolicited advice about nursing or about nursing school. I think it's not my place, and there's too many people already doing that. So I'm not going to be adding to that. Now, if you think you have a question for me, please feel free to ask me. Feel free to ask me. I feel like no one story is unique. There's like, I'm pretty sure my story is not unique. Starting over at 30 is not unique to me. So you might have something you want to ask me and be like, oh, now I'm going to answer that if you ask me. But I'm not just going to come here and give unsolicited advice. Those are two different things, okay? So that being said, I hope to see you next time or not. It depends on how I don't even know if I'm going to post this. I promise you, I don't even know if I'm going to post this. I'm just ranting at this point. I think I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to send it to my brother-in-law and have him watch it. If he says I should post it, I'll post it because it's going to be my consultant here. If you say, post it, I'm going to post this. I'm going to send this video now to my brother-in-law to see. If he thinks it's YouTube worthy, I'll post it. If not, it's going to die on my phone. And it's going to be my personal diary. Like, I'll look back maybe like in a year or two. I'm like, what was I doing in July of 2026? Yeah, I was making a video that I was never going to post, but yeah. I guess I would see you guys again if I do decide to post this. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask me. I would answer to based on what I know, honestly. We were all going to learn together, okay? Yeah, I guess that's it. That's the video. That's my rant. That's my starting over after 30 rants, okay? Okay, see you next time. Bye.